Question number 4. Question number 4. The question is given here. You can look nicely. In this question, these two lines is parallel. This and these two values are given. We need to find the value of Q, R as this value. So we need to draw one line here parallel given in hint. I have drawn it here already. I have drawn AB parallel to ST or PQ. I have done one line here through R, and that we write in the part of the constructions. I am going to start with this. If you look these two lines are parallel. If you look, ST is parallel to AB and this is transversal. These two angles are called co-interior angles. They are on the same side of the transversal. They are on the same side of the transversal SR. That I am going to start. That ST is parallel to AB and transversal is SR is the transversal. And therefore angle S plus angle SRB equals to 180 degree. I repeat again, angle S, single angle is there, so I wrote angle S, and this angle SRB I wrote because there is so many angles present, so I mentioned this angle. These angles are called co-interior angles because they are on the same side of transversal. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are supplementary, and value of S was given 130 degree. You can look, value of S is given 130 degree, and we need to find the value of SRB equals to 180 degree. Let's find the value of angle SRB equals to 180 degree minus 130, that equals to 50 degree. We get one values. And let's find exactly same process. The next one, again PQ was parallel to ST. Again PQ is parallel to ST, and ST we have taken parallel to AB. Ultimately these two also became parallel. And what is transverse now? And QR is the transversal. QR is the transversal. So these two angles again co-interior angles, they are on the same side. This side you can see. So angle Q plus angle QRA, angle QRA equals to 180 degree co-interior angle equivalent, right? And angle Q value is 110, angle Q value, and angle QRA equals to 180 degree. Angle QRA equals to 180 minus 110, that equals to 70 degree. You write it here, co-interior angle. So I got these two values. We need to find this. Ultimately the sum of these three angles is 180 degree. Now angle QRA plus angle QRS plus angle SRB equals to 180 degree. A single straight line makes a straight angle which is 180 degree. I repeat again, this angle QRA plus angle QRS plus angle SRB, all the sum of these three angles is 180 degree because it is a straight angle. And value of QRA is given 70, QRA 70, this is required, QRS required, SRB we got 50 degree, and that equals 180 degree. These two do plus, you will get 120 plus angle QRS equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle QRS equals to 180 minus 120 degree. So minus it, QRS equals to 60 degree. That is question number 4. Let's see question number 5. Diagram already I have drawn it here. It is given the question. Look nicely. We need to find the value of X and Y, and both these two lines is parallel. First I will take this transversal, so these are alternate angles, and alternate angles are always equal. Let's see number 5. Let's see number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5. I am writing here. We need to find solution. You write nicely solution. First AB is parallel to CD and transversal is PQ is the transversal. Therefore angle X is equals to 50 degree alternate angle, interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle. I will show you this these two lines are parallel, so these transversal, these two angles are interior, alternate angles are interior, alternate angles are equal since these two lines are parallel. Exactly same process if you see the next, again this line is parallel again, and that is next page we will write now, so that you can see the diagram also. Diagram is available here. You can see again, you can see the diagram. AB is again parallel to CD, and now I am going to use this as transversal as QR, PR. PR is the transversal. You write nicely transversal, and then this complete angle, if you look nicely, the complete angle, this which contain Y, this complete angle, this from here to here, this complete angle will be equals to this angle. They are alternate interior angles. So angle APR, you look nicely, APR, this complete angle is equals to APRD, equals to angle PRD. And what of angle there? Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. I got alternate angles, and APR consists of two angles 50 degree and Y, and PRD consists of 127. So the value of Y equals to 127 minus 50, and therefore Y equals to, you subtract, I got 77. This is value of Y, and value of X already we got it before. Let's see question number 6. In question number 6, these two lines are, they were the mirror as given there on the opposite sides, mirrors are there. So I am marking the non-reflecting part. These are non-reflecting part, or the painted part, and this side is the reflecting part. If this is a mirror, if a ray of light falls on this, it is reflected back here, again falls on this, again bounces back, you can see. So this ray is called incident ray. This is the reflected ray for this mirror, and for this mirror, this is the incident ray, and this became the reflected ray. So I have done one perpendicular. In science we tell it is normal. Here also it is normal. Perpendicular I have done both are perpendicular. So these two are given. PQ is parallel to RS, and we need to prove AB is parallel to CD. So we need to prove AB is parallel to AB. How will prove these two lines are parallel? I repeat again, if these two lines are parallel, then this angle is equal to this angle, alternate angles are equal. Opposite, if these two angles are equal, then I can write these two lines are parallel. So I am going to prove these two alternate angles are equal. Let's see. I have drawn construction MB perpendicular to PQ and NC perpendicular to RS. And then I have taken 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Let's see, angle 1 is equals to angle 2. I wrote angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Why? Because if this is the incident ray, this is reflected ray, and this is perpendicular, then angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection. The first law of reflection, these are laws of reflection in physics, is given in the class 8 and class 7. You might have learned this. I repeat again, angle of incident will be equals to angle of reflection. I have used that theory here. And similarly, angle 3 will be equals to angle 4. Again, angle of incident is equals to angle of reflections. So I mark as number 1 and number 2. Next, again, if these two lines you see nicely, if I am going to produce this up to this, and this one I produce up to this, so you can see these two lines were parallel, and this was perpendicular, this was also perpendicular. So ultimately what happened, these two lines are parallel to each other. That's why I wrote it here, perpendiculars on parallel are also parallel. You see, these two are parallel lines and these are perpendicular. So when these two perpendiculars are drawn on two parallel lines, these two line is also parallel. So I wrote BM is parallel to NC or CN. And if these two are parallel and then this is transversal, then these angles are called alternate interior angles. Angle 1 is equals to angle 3. I wrote alternate angles. And angle 1, but I need complete angles. So what I have done, I multiply both sides with 2, so that I can have 2 times. So both sides I 2 multiply. So 2 times of angle 1 plus angle 1, angle 2 times angle 3 plus angle 3. So I left this one, and this one I am going to replace with this 2. We can see 1 plus 2. Why? Because this I replace with 2 and this I replace with 4. You can look nicely. 1 replaces by 2 and 3 replaces by 4. This one I replace by 2 and these 3 I replace by 4. These 4. So ultimately 1 plus 2 is equals 3 plus 4. And 1 plus 2. That means these two angles added. I got angle ABC. I wrote angle ABC. You will look nicely. And similarly BCD, when these two are added, I got BCD. Now what of angle they were? If you look nicely, these two angles this angle and these angles ABC and BCD are alternate angles and they are equal. So I wrote they are alternate angles formed by the transversal. Formed by the transversal, I mean here BC with AB and CD. I repeat again, these two are alternate angle formed by this transversal, formed by transversal BC with AB and CD, and therefore AB is parallel to CD. Proof. Thank you.